Hi guys, it's a beautiful day once again and welcome back to Dexter's World channel. Today I'm so much excited to report to you many good things. Actually, it's my desire to produce these birds, this fish, even this whales, these ducks. And other types of animals. In doing so, what is needed is your passion, your ability to understand the behavior of your pet and understand what they need, and even the environment. You have to also make an adjustment if they don't like the environment. Of course, we will do some adjustments. Like the fish, if they are so exposed with the sunlight, then we will put a cover, just like that. Simple things that needed to be addressed. And today I am so much excited to see the eggs of our cockatiels. In our last videos, we made mention about our success in breeding these cockatiels, and some of you have doubts whether we really are able to breed this one. Today is actually a significant day for the cockatiels because they are already incubating the eggs. And let us go inside and let's examine the eggs of these cockatiels. Come on, let's go. And of course, we have to inform them that we have to get inside by the usual routine. I will get inside. I will get inside. The netscape, the netscape. I'll just check your eggs. I'm so happy that you really are able now to lay egg. Let me check the nest box, and we can see right here eggs. I don't know if how many eggs she has laid now, but I'm sure that it's more than 3. Oh, wow, we have 4 healthy eggs right there inside. And yesterday I made an effort to really look at this one, but the mama is not really exposing the eggs. She was so scared and very protective of the eggs. That's why I did not anymore further my intention to really check on the eggs, but I saw 4 eggs, and right now we can clearly see right here that there are 4 eggs incubated by this mama. Wow, I really love it. And one of my favorite birds is the cockatiel. So I hope that this can be hatched, and we are so protective about what we're doing here. I mean, kind of protection is really that high because it's my first time to have these eggs of the cockatiel. Well, the parakeets and African lovebirds are already common to me, but for the cockatiels, this is my first time, and I'm so happy about this. And maybe we can make an update about the growth and the development of the chicks. I hope this can be hatched, and we're giving them enough food. Of course, the bird seeds are here, sufficient water, and we're giving them greens. So these are the things that we do here. And of course, we always check the presence of the ants and the rats and any possible predators that would make this project or this business fail. Well, I have here 4 pairs of this cockatiel, and I'm so happy that 1 pair already have laid their eggs. And I'm so keen enough to observe about the activities of these cockatiels, and I can conclude that they are lazy compared to the African lovebirds because they don't even build nest box. I mean, they don't even build their nest. You have to provide them so that they will lay their eggs. Unlike the African lovebirds, they're really very busy, you know, carrying these twigs inside in the nest box. And these are the differences that I can tell you about the parakeets, the cockatiels, and these African lovebirds. And I hope that these 3 other pairs will lay their eggs very soon because I saw them also breeding, and this is gonna be now our success that we can share with you. And of course, if there are failures, we will also tell you about that. And now we will also make some updates of our fish. Here is the situation, guys. I actually admit that I failed in this filtration system. One of you said it will not work. Yes, I admit that it did not work because we filled this with stones and provided this with, you know, inner pipes which are small, and it's been stuck up. So we're now getting all these gravels in our filtration bucket in order to put some new filter media like the plants and other stones because it's been clogged up, meaning that the free flow of the water is not anymore feasible. So we are doing this hurriedly because we are actually running short of tanks because we have to do so many fish, and we have to fast track this one because we are also due to harvest our Japanese koi right there at the farm, and we are going to prepare actually this place for our fish, Japanese koi, catfish, or whatever fish that we can place here, so that we have really fast track the renovation of our filter tank. I'm so thankful about your information of these photos. Actually, this plant can really help us filtering the water, and you said that only the roots should be dropped in the water, and I learned it from you. And you see that we made some adjustments. We put this in the styro box and all the roots are down there, and we're waiting for the roots to grow and be a good filter media for our fish. So I'm so thankful, and I like this family, you know. I really appreciate your positive comments, you know, constructive comments, criticisms, of course. And I always welcome that, because it's having that teachable spirit that you will prosper. I said that I did not own this perfect knowledge about this fish. Of course, I know that some of you are expert on this. That's why I'm always asking about your help, your opinion, and what's your suggestion over the matter that I have presented to you. And these things are actually the product now of your teachings. And thanks a lot for those ones who made comments. And you look at our baby orandas here. They are actually anticipating for this very delicious breakfast. And this is my routine, and I'd like to feed them in this corner because it's visible. I use this plate for us to be able to have a clearer glance at them. You will see this white plate, and we will now put the very delicious breakfast, which is the live worm, the tubifex worm. And these are the baby worms that we have cultured. And you will see that the plate is almost filled with this kind of worm. You will see that, very tiny worm. And then we will feed them as their breakfast here. And you will see that the goldfish are waiting. They are actually smelling this one. And every morning I observe that they will gather over this portion here, anticipating for the breakfast. So we will now dip this one, and you will see what's gonna happen. Okay, this is very delicious for them, and they are massive. Actually, I estimated this to reach around 3,000 fry of goldfish. And the age of this is just 25 days old. They're not that old. After this, they're gonna be thrown in the mud pond. And in the mud pond, they will stay for another 45 days before we will do the harvest. 2 months, 3 months from now, I declare that this area here will be filled with quality goldfish. Maybe you are interested about the diet of this fry. Well, I must tell you that we have a mixed diet. We give them this commercial pellet, and majority or the greater portion of the diet is live food. And this live food varies. We have this mosquito larva, we have this tubifex worm, and we have this dapnia. And for the day-old fry, of course, we will give them this dapnia. And it's good that it's raining here for a couple of days now. And this is the season for the dapnia. You can expect that in swampy areas, there will be dapnias all over. Let me tell you some insights about, growing this very sensitive fry of goldfish. Well, the giving of live food is actually optional, but we cannot dispense it if you are really trying to grow it faster, because compared to commercial pellets, they can really grow faster when given live food. These insights will actually perfect your system insofar as giving of this live food is concerned. Well, the first thing that you have to consider is the clean live food. So we have to starve the food before we're gonna give them, because if we can starve them for 3-4 days, then that's the time that we can safely give this to our fry. And number two, when we feed this live food to our goldfish, they could hardly digest it when the temperature is low. If you can sense that the temperature is very low, lower than 20 degrees, then prevent giving live food. It's better to give them some pellet or some wheat germ. But if the temperature is really very high, like in our place here, we're in a tropical country, and the temperature is around 33 to 35 degrees Celsius, then that's the time that you can give the live food. So you will see that this is directly hit by the sunlight. This cannot be also penetrated by the rain because we have this plastic cellophane over at the top. And it's also good that the rain could not penetrate in order to prevent the sudden drop of the temperature. Because when they are very full and it rains suddenly, then it will cause some indigestions to our baby goldfish. And another thing is the filtration system. When you give live food, you need to increase or improve your filtration system in order to provide them with good oxygen. And if the water condition is healthy, then the digestive system is also doing well for the goldfish. We are here in the tank of the baby goldfish that are just hatched today. And this is their first food. Since they're already freely swimming, then we can assume that we can give them this first food, which is the dapnia. And these are very live. You will see here, these are very live. And this is the best food for the newly hatched baby goldfish. And in our last video, we made mention about the reason why we use the very shallow water for our Japanese koi. And I asked of your opinion, who can correctly tell me why we're using this very shallow water. And I was so shocked and very amazed of the kind of answers that you have provided in the comment section. And in fact, I can observe that our followers and viewers are matured fish keepers based on the comments that I have read. And shout out to these people. They're actually giving us some good insights and information about this shallow water. The main reason actually is for us to control the temperature so that the temperature will not really become very cold, which is very detrimental for the fry. And number two is quick and easy way for us to monitor their health and their conditions, and they can also quickly get their food, their live food, and the dissolution of the oxygen. And these are all the things that you have discussed, and I'm so impressed with the kind of knowledge that you have imparted to our viewers. So we have so many fry of goldfish of different species. We have this pearl scale, we have this moorfish, we also have this calico, we have orandas, and almost every species are already here. And I'd like to share something about the way how we prepare the spawning tank. Of course, shout out to Mark. Can you say hi to the camera, Mark? And this is the kind of preparation that we need for the spawning tank. Actually, for tonight, we are scheduled to hatch our orandas or to breed our orandas, and you will see that we are cleaning this. We're actually disinfecting the area and getting all the algae because this will somehow spoil the eggs. So to ensure that there is maximum hatchability of the eggs, we have to be clean enough about the preparation. And you will see that Mark is using this cloth. Show this to the camera, Mark, that cloth that you're using. Yes, we're using that in order to really ensure that all the algae that are thriving in here will be wiped out. And this is actually the kind of preparation that we are employing here. We normally age the water for at least 2 days before we're gonna put all the breeders to breed. And this sharing is really very important because I already have tried many times, you know, taking this for granted. Then it turned out that the hatchability rate is very low. So that's all that we can share with you so far. I hope you will continue to like and share our videos. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, please, I will invite you to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you will be notified of our regular uploads. And shout out to the new members of the channel, to the followers, to the viewers, and to the new subscribers. Thanks a lot. You made my day, and actually I would like to see you in my next video. only here at Dexter's World.